Rising, beautiful soul family. I am Coach Susie, and welcome to the Beyond Abuse podcast. Today is day 3 of our 21-day meditation or I don't think it's a challenge, right? um, oh yeah, it is. It's a 21-day meditation experience is what it is. Uh and it's activating the divine feminine, the path to wholeness. And it's with Deepak Chopra and Alicia Keys. Is normally with Oprah Winfrey, but Deepak has been doing it with a few other people recently. He still does it with Oprah. The last one was with Oprah, but this one is with Alicia, and it's very powerful. Um, but day 3 is meet your true whole self. So let's go ahead and get started.
Welcome to day 3 of our meditation journey. Today's theme is meeting your true whole self. I love this idea because I think that's a new thought for many. Deepak is going to explore how we can see ourselves as a whole person living a dynamic balance between masculine and feminine energies. Everyone lives in 2 worlds, inner and outer. Your outer self goes out into the world to do all the things you do, and the inner self offers renewal and inspiration. When I've met my full self, it's when I'm the most honest with myself. It's when I can actually feel comfortable enough to say, this is where I am today, right now. This is how I feel. Because prior to that, I would put that piece of myself over to the side because it wasn't the time for it. Or I'd put that piece of myself in this other compartment because it made me too nervous to think about it. But now I'm really focused on meeting my whole self and understanding that my whole self has all these different complexities and parts and flavors and sides that it's good. It's good to know. It's scary sometimes, but it's good to know. And so I keep trying. I keep trying to really honor every part of myself. When these 2 halves are working together, real joy and fulfillment are your normal experience. Are you ready for that? Let's hear what Deepak has to share about this experience of wholeness, and then we'll meditate.
You are designed as a whole person to be joyful, carefree, and vibrantly alive. If you say, that's fine, but it just isn't me, you are living a false identity. Most people have lost the dynamic balance between masculine and feminine energies. To become whole, these energies must seek peace inside. I am whole is the most important spiritual goal for everyone. The divine feminine and masculine energies are not within the bounds of cultural or gender norms. They are without barriers and exist in a beautiful synergy inside each of us. While society often attributes masculine and feminine energies to gender binaries, these qualities are without gender or sex, and are in fact always interwoven and present in us. Stop and consider which of the following tags you are uncomfortable with as applied to yourself. Beautiful, lovable, powerful, confident, intimate, nurturing, competitive, winner, provider, sensuous, erotic. Simply by letting your mind drift through these tags, you will see that you aren't comfortable with all of them, even though each one is a desirable human trait. You will find healing by expanding your comfort zone. You don't have to struggle or worry over this. In meditation, you meet your true self, which is already whole and in vibrant balance between masculine and feminine. In meditation, you automatically expand your comfort zone. As we prepare to meditate together, let's take a moment to consider our centering thought. My true self is perfect wholeness. My true self is perfect wholeness.
Wow, my true self is perfect wholeness. Yes, yes. And he said that when you are not, when you have not learned to balance those masculine and feminine energies within you, you are not living as your true self. You're living as the false identity. The false identity is the identity of your past, because a lot of us grew up in narcissistic families. This is what I'm finding out, is that a lot of us were birthed into narcissism. So we have to really find that balance, and it is a balance. I'll keep mentioning this book. It's called The Human Magnet Syndrome, and it's why we love people who hurt us. But you continue in that path until you start to become whole within yourself, which is balancing the masculine energies within yourself. And this is why I tell people it's so important for you to stay single and become balanced and whole in your own life, and become comfortable really with being alone, and appreciating people when they come into your life, and then when they leave, honoring that space, honoring the time that you spent with that person. And I had trouble with that, especially with that man in 2015. It was like I couldn't let go, and finally I did. And I think that was the most freeing thing that has occurred for me this year, is just knowing that, hey, you know what, be thankful for the lessons that you learned out of that, and what it brought you, what it taught you, and not warring with anybody outside of you, not warring anymore with that masculine energy outside of you, because now I recognize, what, sometimes that masculine energy wants a fight, and I'm not going to engage. I'm not engaging. I am not at war with my masculine anymore. So I'm not fighting with you. If you want to fight, go fight with somebody else, because your fight is not with me. Your fight is internally. Just like Alicia Keys said, sometimes it is scary. It is meeting parts of yourself, aspects of yourself. But I would rather travel the road that's scary than the one that I know. Because I was thinking today too, like, healing is really about changing your patterns, changing those negative patterns, and realizing that if you're a person who always has to blame somebody for something, stop blaming somebody. Take accountability for your shit. That's what it's about. And that's how you heal. That's what I've learned. Like, when you stop pointing fingers at people and you say, hey, what part in this story, what part did I play in this story? You begin to heal, because you begin to take accountability. You begin to attain the knowledge to change those patterns. You begin to accept what happened in the relationships, or whatever it may be. You begin to um accept boundaries, other people's boundaries and yours. You begin to acknowledge like, there's so many things that you begin to do. And and when she said that, really being honest with yourself um is the healthiest thing that you can do for yourself. Because if you can't be honest with yourself, if you can't be honest about your feelings, if you can't be honest about how you're truly feeling, then you're denying an aspect of yourself, and that leaves you unhappy, it leaves you imbalanced. And true happiness really is, if you want peace and happiness and wholeness, you have to seek peace within the divine masculine and feminine energies within yourself, because a lot of us are fighting with the divine feminine or masculine outside of us, because we're still warring with it within ourselves. We haven't learned to accept it and love it and honor it, and within ourselves. And that's why I say, like, it's light and dark, it's yin and yang. And you have to learn how to honor that, um, you have to. And that's how you create a balance. But again, it has to be a lifestyle. And in that, human magnet syndrome book, it talks about, because we all have the empathetic personality, we all have the narcissistic personality. It's about creating a healthy balance. And if you read that book, it says that a healthy balance, you're probably about a 2. You're like right in the middle, like you're not a 1, because it's out of 5. So like, you're like 2, 3, 2.5, it's not a 1 on empathy or narcissism, because if you're a one on empathy, then that means you have no boundaries. You'll let people run over you. Um, and if you're a 5 in narcissism, then you don't care about anybody. You're selfish. You only seek to do things based upon your own selfish needs. It's not for the benefit of others. So Ross Rosenberg said, you really do have to have that 2.5, 3, because you do need a healthy level of narcissism. That's what helps you accomplish your goals. That's what keeps you from procrastinating, and then having that 2 as an empathy, and empathy allows you to be selfless and care about others and think about others first sometimes, because again, self-love is so important. And you just have to be mindful, because there are still people who will see your kindness as something that they can use. And no, it's not. It's something that I freely give, yes, but it's not something that you can use, So it really is about finding that balance within yourself, and operating from that space, which is the true identity, which is your true self. And your true self is fulfilled, satisfied, it's peaceful, it's loving, it's joyful, it's happy, like even on your not so good days. And like Alicia Keys said, honor that. Honor that. When you need to go inward, honor yourself. And so many of us don't honor ourselves. We want to hide that part of us away, because, and I really do think that there are people out there who believe that if I just brush depression up under the rug, or my sadness up under the rug, then I'll be okay. But no, you are actually causing more turmoil within yourself. You are actually, whenever you deny any aspect of yourself, because depression is not bad. And I think that they, of course, I mean, they apply labels and automatically we think that it's bad, right? So depression is seen as this bad thing, but I'm trying to get people to change the narrative, change how you see it, and just say, oh, this is a not so good day for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and relax. I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm gonna go ahead and craft, whatever it is that you need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and cry, whatever it is. Honor yourself. It's okay. It is absolutely okay. So we're going to go ahead and pull a card. So divine God, spirit guides, angels of light, uh, archangels, we thank you. We thank you for the clear and concise message that will come forth, the channeled message that will come. And I am thankful and grateful and honored to be able to serve in this capacity and bring the message forth. And we thank you in advance. We want to know, how are we supposed to proceed? What is the message for today? What's ahead for our life? Whatever the message is, let us receive what resonates, what we need, and let us leave the rest behind. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, for being the angel of communication and assisting me along my journey, for being here and helping me to deliver these messages divinely, clearly, and to assist others on their journey. So without further ado, thank you. It's a privilege and an honor to serve. I am blessed to be a blessing, and so be it, and so it is. Let's go ahead and get that message. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle it one more time. Yes. And I'm going to cut it up, cut it in half, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the message. So there go two. That two? Two that jumped out? Oh, we got 3 today. Three jumped out of there today. So I just had this other card, but we got two new ones. Change in direction. And it is a picture of a stork and a baby. Uh, and well, a younger child and an older child. They're both angels. The one is looking at the map, pointing in a different direction, and the stork is just there to provide guidance. It's a beautiful scenery. It's clouds. It's pink and purple clouds, and sometimes we need a change in direction for our lives, right? Like we're asking for these things and we're staying in the same place. We refuse to change directions, and sometimes we need to change directions, to heal, to become the best version of ourselves. Sometimes we're trying to hold on to things, habits, people, trying to make things work that were never supposed to work, and that's why they didn't work, and you got to be able to change directions. I'm a firm believer of sticking with things. But what I'm learning is, after 6 months, if it's just not, because 6 months should begin to, you should be able to see some growth for it. For instance, my TikTok account, I started doing that in December, and I saw growth within 6 months. Before 6 months, I'm close to 6,000 followers, and it's not about the followers, but it's about the organic growth. Me conversating with them, me interacting with them, and growing my audience naturally, not paying for anything, just being me, and being that for other people. So the card says the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes that you desire. So, a lot of the times we feel stuck, we feel unhappy because we are not following the path of our heart and soul. We're following, we care more about what other people think, instead of honoring what we want, what we truly desire within our heart, because we all have things that we desire within our hearts, right? And we're not following that path. So it's time for you to change direction, is what that card is saying. And we got the ground yourself card again too. And again, she's in a garden, and she's just like leaning into whatever, the universe, the garden, but she's allowing herself to be grounded. And that is what is going to help you change directions. Change direction said open your heart. Well, you can't open your heart if you're not grounded, if you're not aligned with everything that you are, if you're not honoring every aspect, every part of yourself, as they said in that meditation. You have to honor all of you, and that helps you stay grounded, which grounded is balance. And the card says when you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, see, and what they say then, the outer is your physical world, the inner is your natural world. You become ungrounded. Although it's unpleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and the material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Yes, this card says everything that they said. When you learn how to balance the inner, which is your spiritual, and the outer, which is your material, you live a fulfilling, joyful, what he say, vibrant, playful life, earthly life. A lot of us are stressed about stuff that doesn't even fucking matter. It's not going to even matter 5 years from today. And we get ungrounded. We get ungrounded. And then the final card is Cupid. And Cupid is got like a toga on. Cupid is an angel, and she is blowing bubbles, and they come in our hearts. And the picture is pink and purple and blue. It's like all these beautiful colors, but she's happy. She's happy. And Cupid is love, and that is our natural state. And when you are in that divine feminine state of love and wholeness, man, You are a super attractor. You're attracting everything. Like you don't have to walk towards anything. Things just walk towards you naturally. It's amazing. So, Cupid card says, "We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects." Yes, so love it does not just mean romantic relationships. It's the work that you do upon this earth. It's loving your children. It's loving your friends, loving your neighbors, just bringing that love out into the world and spreading it. That's what it's about. And allowing other people to be able to feel that, to be able to feel that love. Oh my goodness. So let's read the deeper meanings of these. Everything that has shown up in these cards today is directly direct directly from this manifestation. I mean, meditation, the 21-day meditation. And I love these meditations because, like I said before, it's like, wow, I needed that at this time in my life, you know? So Cupid card says, "This card comes to you because the angels see your desire for romance. Instead of fixing the externals in your love life, they assist you internally. The angels say that romance springs from falling in love with life itself." Huh, man. When you let the angels awaken this love within you, you naturally attract and experience more romantic love in your relationships. The additional meanings are: surround yourself with romantic beauty such as roses and candles. Give any emotional hurt to the angels. Ask Archangel Michael to help you release any painful attachments to previous or current lovers. Clearly decide what you desire in your love life. Affirm, "It is safe for me to love and be loved." And Spirit just reminded me the other day, I received this download that, a lot of people out here are wonder why they feel like they're missing something. They feel unhappy. Check your body count. Check your body count. And if you have not released, if you have not asked for healing from those previous relationships, women, if you have not prayed over your womb and asked the archangels to heal, anyone anyone you allowed into your sacred womb who did not appreciate it for what it was, clear all of that old energy up out of you, because you don't want to carry that into your next relationship. And so many people think it's cool to just bag bodies. And my philosophy is, hey, to each his own. If you like it, then I'll love it for you. But what I have learned is that I don't want to bag bodies. I don't want my body count to be high, because that takes away from my energy. That leaves me in a space of unhappiness, because I have collected all these bodies. I have collected all these spirits, all this negative energy into my womb, and I want to cleanse that. So it's so very important for you to cleanse your womb. And men can stay abstinent too. But it's a choice, and they have to really become self-disciplined, and say no to temptation. You can do it too. Um, so change in direction. This card signifies that you've had a change of heart that has altered the direction of your life in a positive way. Your old ways of living no longer interest you, and you find yourself avoiding friends and pastimes that previously attracted you. You desire a lifestyle and career that will better fit your new interests and passions. The angels are guiding you through this time of transition. The law of attraction ensures that you'll manifest wonderful new opportunities and relationships. The additional meanings for this card is: you're starting a new phase of your life. The birth of a new project is in the works. Pregnancy, birth, or the adoption of a child is possible. A new element in your life is a blessing, even if it doesn't make sense right now. Yes, change directions. It is okay to change directions. That's the only way that you'll learn. That's the only way that you'll grow. Um, that's the only way that you'll evolve on this earth, is to change your direction. When things aren't working, change your direction, change your focus. It might come out different. Ground yourself. This card is a signal that your energy and attention need to be grounded. If you've been Feeling spacey, confused, or forgetful, this card speaks to the reason. Ungroundedness means that your attention is directed up too high as if you're not in your body. A balance is needed between a focus on spirit and a focus on earth. You can ground yourself by walking barefoot on grass or soil, by eating foods from the ground like potatoes or carrots, by rubbing your bare feet, by touching a tree or plant, or by visualizing roots coming from the bottom of your feet into the earth. Grounding will help you to better concentrate and focus and will also increase your connections to the angels. The additional meanings are spend time gardening, work with flower essences, adjust your diet and other lifestyle habits so that they support your mental and physical awareness. Make sure the words you speak or write are practical, grounded, and understandable. Be down to earth and authentic in your relationships. Send love and light to Mother Earth. Yes. Oh my goodness. But again, Alicia Keys said that when you're honest with yourself, you can be honest and grounded in your relationships. You know, um, it all starts with self. Yes, yes. Y'all got any comments? Please put them in the comment section. If you like this podcast today, if you like this YouTube video today, share it with friends on social media. You know, if you feel that others will benefit from this, I appreciate you guys. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, I want to say welcome. I'm sending you a big old hug, and I thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy you stumbled upon my channel, and I invite you to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. A special thank you to all my YouTube subscribers. I thank you for being a subscriber. Your support is greatly appreciated. To all my listener supporters, thank you for your generosity and monthly love offerings. It's greatly appreciated, accepted, and needed to support the mission of A Mother's Touch Inc. If this is your first time listening to the podcast on Anchor, Apple, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, or Spotify, I invite you to subscribe to the podcast and become a listener supporter. Excuse me. Monthly love offerings help support the mission of A Mother's Touch Inc., which is to provide co parents and families with love, nurturing, guidance, and tips on how to become a healthier, happier, more holistic version of themselves, and to assist men and women financially who are leaving domestic violence relationships and struggling financially. If you enjoyed the topic today, I invite you to subscribe to my monthly self care newsletter where I provide tips, tools, and resources on loving yourself deeper every day. Once subscribed, you will receive a free ebook from Victim to Victor, How to Live an Empowered Life Beyond Abuse. The ebook was created to move you from victim to victor and help you live an empowered life beyond the abuse and depression of your past. This ebook might be the push you need to redirect yourself toward a more peaceful, happier existence. You will receive a link to join my free private Facebook challenge community, which is 30 days to a healthier, more confident version of you. It's a 30-day challenge that's ongoing every 30 days. Once you're approved to join, you can jump right in and start at day one. I am active in the group for questions and encouragement, and there's a live training every third Friday of each month. You will also receive 25% off the 5 poetry book bundle and 15% off all products. Subscribe to the newsletter today by copying the link in the description box below or visiting SusieSuttles.com. Please send all love offerings to Cash App, which is $ of Mother's Touch Inc., and Mothers is spelled with a Z, or via the web at www.amotherstouchinc.org, or Venmo, which is A Mother's Touch Inc., or at Susie Suttles. If you or someone you know is in need of financial assistance, please fill out the form for financial assistance. That's all I got for y'all today. I love y'all and I thank y'all for joining me. But before I let you go, I have to send a prayer of love out into the universe. So let's go ahead and do that. Dear universe, I am so thankful and grateful for your love, for your protection, for your guidance, for your assistance, for your protection, your provision. You never cease to amaze me. You never cease to amaze me. And my love just grows deeper and stronger for you every single day. And, I know that you have the best for me. I know that you do. And I'll continue to serve and love on others in this capacity and share my energy in this capacity with others, um, because it's a gift. It really and truly is a gift. And I'm thankful and grateful to have it, to be a vessel of light, to reflect all that you are, the love that you have for us. So, everyone that's listening to the podcast or listening on YouTube, I just ask the angels to cover them with a bubble of protection that is 3 layers thick, that is surrounded by the healing blue light and healing blue energy of Archangel Michael, and the healing green light and healing green energy of Archangel Raphael. And inside of that bubble, there's so much love being, just filling up that bubble, so much healing and learning to honor ourselves, to be honest with ourselves, and to create a balance within ourselves so that we are not at war with the divine masculines and feminines outside of us, because there is no war that exists outside of us. It's all going on within us. And to see peace outside of ourselves, we have to have that peace within ourselves. Um, and so I'm just prayerful that the more that we seek truth within ourselves, the more that we become aware of who we are, the more that we learn to honor every aspect of ourselves, we begin to rise higher in love, in the energies of love and compassion, and the lower energies of and um, hate and fear and doubt. Um, they're no longer controlling us, and when they arise, we know how to cope with them. We know how to honor them, without projecting them out onto other people. So thankful and grateful. I'm just, you have me, all of me. My heart truly belongs to you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You are the love of my life. You are my one true king, and um, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that I get to share the love that I have for you with everyone else, and not in the capacity of a romantic relationship, but in being neighborly, loving my neighbors as I love myself, and um, being a guide, a friend when someone needs it. So it is a privilege and an honor to serve. It is a privilege and an honor to be a vessel, to share my light with others, and to let them know that it's okay. It's okay to feel the darkness, because that's a part of ourselves. That's a part of us, and we have to honor every aspect of our lives, of ourselves, in order to be truly whole. So I'm thankful and grateful to see another day. So with that being said, let's rock this out. Let's get her done. And so be it, and so it is. I thank y'all for joining me today. I want you to go out, have an awesome, amazing, and beautiful day today, from my heart to yours, as always. Namaste. Oh yeah, and don't forget to watch the next video.